What was that day like when you were told that you had breast cancer?
It was shocking. I was 34 years old, never been married, no children. And when I got the diagnosis, I was like, wait a minute, me? I'm only 34. And I had had a lump and I had it checked out. You know, they say you don't need your mammograms till 40, but I went ahead and followed the process through. And when the diagnosis came, I was just in literal shock. But I do have a family history of it, so I shouldn't have been too shocked. Both my grandmother and my mother had breast cancer.
From that point, what was the support system like for you? And how important is that in this? Because you've had a chance to really look at not only your diagnosis and journey through survival, but others as well. How important is it for that support system to be in place?
It's everything. There's a term out there called co-survivors. So my mother, my father would come with me, my friends would come with me to get my chemo treatments. That support system is vital for your survivorship, for your mental health.
I find it very interesting, and I don't think it's a shock. You know, God orders all of our steps in certain ways, and here you are at Komen.
Yeah.
Development is your forte, and it seems rather appropriate because Komen, the race Komen, was something you used to give you a focal point for getting back. Talk about that.
So I was diagnosed in March of 2008, and I made it my goal. I knew I was going to finish my chemo treatments about August, and I made it my goal to race my first race in that October 2008, and I made it there. So I got through all my chemo treatments, I was healing, and I thought, you know, by October I should be pretty good. All my friends rallied around me. I created a team called Crazy for Kristen with a K, and we raced. There was over 40 people on my team, and we raced that day. And ever since, I've been, raising funds for Komen, and then just very serendipitously, because I come from a development of fundraising background, here I am at Komen.
The race and the walk, because there's a lot of different things going on. It's not just the race, it's the walk as well. But my sense has been that it is such a celebratory event. I mean, it is to call attention to Komen and the research that needs to be done as well. Can you describe the sense of just joy that you felt, and also in subsequent years that you feel for other people who are coming out celebrating?
Absolutely. There is everybody out there, men, women, children, grandmas, aunts, brothers, sisters. They're all just supporting those survivors, those that are going through treatment. I had a guy friend of mine, his mother was in a wheelchair going through her treatments one year, and he reached out to me and said, can I do this? Can I bring, I wasn't working at Komen yet, but he literally was like, I'm bringing my mother out. I said, do it. There's people in pink tutus. It is 10,000 people with one heartbeat to try to end breast cancer. It's pretty amazing.
We know that most of the money that's raised goes toward research and goes toward things that are right here at home. What do you tell people about where we are, where Komen is now in terms of the research, in terms of the money being raised, and in terms of the optimism about finding a cure and ending breast cancer?
Absolutely. So 75 cents of every dollar we raise from the race actually goes to breast health services here in the local community and our 7-county region that Komen Houston services. 25% goes to research. So again, we're in a cutting-edge medical center, so it comes right back to Houston. We've got a bold goal to reduce breast cancer deaths by 50% by 2026. We're about 30% right now, so we're just pushing towards that 50% to reduce breast cancer deaths by 50%.
Someone's going to get a diagnosis tomorrow.
Absolutely.
The next day. We know that for this area. What do you tell them? That person is going to be just terrified. What do you tell them?
It's going to be all right. You're going to get through it. Be an advocate for your health. If you're not satisfied with an answer a question you've asked your doctor, get a second opinion and just be your own health champion, and you're going to get through it.
We started out this conversation talking about